Good evening and welcome to Latinx Tonight, where we treat the diaspora not as an afterthought, but as the lead. This week, historic Latino landmarks, Good evening and welcome to Latinx Tonight, where we treat the diaspora not as an afterthought, but as the lead. This week, historic Latino landmarks, vanishing debates over the word Latinx, a bizarre dance between Washington and Buenos Aires, and yes, the viral telenovela twist that got us all texting our madre. I'm Jose Candelario, and let's begin. Each week, we scan the U.S. and global Latinx diaspora ecosystem for the stories that matter, ones that spark outrage, memes, or maybe both. No fluff, no culture policing, just dry wit, hard truths, and the occasional dad joke. Tonight, heritage sites imperiled, identity fights over four-letter word, diplomatic theatrics, and pop culture that refuses to stay in its lane. So, you want to preserve Latino heritage? Good luck, apparently. Some of our most sacred markers are now endangered. The group Latinos in Heritage Conservation just published a list of U.S. Latino historic landmarks at serious risk of being lost forever due to neglect, lack of funds, and sometimes just plain bureaucracy. It's like we asked for a museum and got a subscription to erase it monthly. These aren't just old buildings. These are symbols, memory banks, and communal backbones. And when they go, so does part of our collective story. In one case, a mission site dating back to the 1800s is losing its roots, literally decaying because there's no budget for repairs. Meanwhile, elsewhere, local officials are praising new developments as progress, because nothing says progress like demolishing someone else's legacy. It's the classic real estate slogan. We're not erasing history, we're just reinterpreting it as an empty lot. From erasing physical heritage to erasing linguistic nuance, let's talk about a four-letter word that's driving people crazy. This week, the term Latinx is back in the crosshairs and not in a fun wrestling match. According to Pew, awareness of Latinx has doubled since 2019, but only about 4% of U.S. Hispanics actually use it, and 75% of those who know it think it shouldn't be used at all. Now, so the word is everywhere, on university panels, pride floats, Twitter avatars, but mostly it's a name among people who aren't those 96% who don't use it. It's like we built a museum nobody visits, then named it, and now we argue how people should pronounce it. So, serious. But on a serious note, identity is messy. Language evolves and communities shift. For many, traditional labels like Latino, Latina, Hispanic feel more grounded. For some LGBTQ plus folks, Latinx offers inclusion, but imposing it top-down doesn't honor self-determination. So while we debate words, somewhere else in the United States is preparing to dance with a new Latin America dancer. Let's waltz over to that. In a move that surprised exactly no one who reads 3 newspapers a week, the White House announced that President Trump will meet with Argentina's Javier Milei in 2 weeks. The stated aim? To clinch a credit swap line. The subtext, soy sales, influence, and optics. Look, I don't pretend to know economics best, but here's what seems clear. Argentina is trying to lean on the U.S. just as much as it leans away, especially after selling soy to China like it was on the clearance rack, the Dollar Tree. Some Republicans are side-eyeing it. Why help a libertarian populist who mocks woke socialism unless there's something in it for him? Yes, this is less diplomacy, more transactional matchmaking. We'll help you if you help us. Your soy, our dollars. Everybody's happy unless someone flips the table, which again, Argentine politics is never off the table. I'm just waiting for the photo op of Trump and Milei hugging over a big bag of soybeans, captured from beans to bonds. From optical theater to pop spectacle. Here's a story where the internet got very excited. This week, A diaspora-made telenovela clip stormed through TikTok's algorithm, and then Twitter, compelling a new meme, Soap Opera Meets TikTok Snake Chaos. No, the title is not final. The plot twist involved an ironic twist. A protagonist discovering their grandmother was a secret reggaeton producer. And yes, of course, there was lots of drama and betrayal in an impromptu breakdance, because you got to have a dance break in between. What makes this interesting is how diaspora creators are reclaiming genre tropes, using the melodrama, the guapismo that leads to scandal, but layering it in social critique, immigration, identity, generational conflict, a classic formula retooled for TikTok attention spans. It's like the bold and the beautiful went to a protest and came back with bars, and the internet is all here for it. All right. Now that we have serious identity, diplomacy, and drama, time to turn to your weekend, because you deserve something fun to do with other Latinos in your city. I will say this: if you're not near any of those, no excuses. Host a watch party, throw a regional snacks, or just scroll Instagram for inspiration. Use the hashtag Latinx Tonight to share your weekend moves. There are plenty of Hispanic Heritage Month taking place from Los Angeles to Sacramento, San Antonio, even in Illinois. Places down south, like in Georgia, all over, they have Heritage Month festivities going on, fiestas, so please go and join them. And we will highlight some of them next week. Now, let's recap. Heritage sites vanish when nobody cares. Identity terms are contested. Diplomacy meets agriculture, and telenovelas get an algorithm facelift. It's messy, it's complicated, and it's ours. The diaspora, not a footnote, and we'll keep telling stories that won't fit neatly in a network slot. Next week, we'll dig into migrant labor in the U.S. and how its portrayal in the mainstream media is misleading. Plus, a profile on a rising Latinx musician who's breaking charts abroad and blasting algorithms here. Bad Bunny. Until then, I'm Jose Candelario. Gracias y buenas noches.